What's up, guys? Max here, back with another episode of the ScuttleButt Show. It's great to see everybody out there. I just saw somebody chat in a language. I don't even know what that is, but welcome to the channel. What's up, Litness, Justin, Mike, MC, Ed, Nuggets, Killer Boy. Who did I miss here? We've got, who did I miss? Anybody? Eric McBride. What's up, everybody in the chat? And everybody who hasn't dropped a comment yet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are ready to have a good time out there on Thursday in the United States. It's Friday out here in Okinawa, Japan. Let me just hit you with a little bit of that about yesterday. So about yesterday, I had a great time cruising out on the seawall with you guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out Okinawa with me. It was a really good time, a really, really fun time, actually. And I want to give a shout out to Ed Smith, who's out here in Okinawa, kind of running the One Wheel community in Okinawa. He's got a YouTube channel if you guys want to go check that out. Let's see. Hey, Dad, says Shelly Guten Tag. It's German. Salute, Max. Comment. What's up, Mike? Hey, well, welcome, everybody. Thanks, Mike, for tuning in from the UK. Is it the UK? Is that what you said? Yeah, in the UK. Wow, we are international. We are international, which is incredible. I love that. Mike says, how is it going? My day has been going amazing, not going to lie. I have had a great day too. I went to the gym this morning and hung out with my doggo and got ready for the show. It's Q&A time. I've got one thing pulled up on my news feed over here to tell you guys about. And I actually have something else kind of cool to share with you guys too. So I want to play some music for you guys. I want to play Shelly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm missing one of those letters. Maybe sound it out for me so I know what that is. And how did you find me? How did you find my channel? So I do have some cool stuff to share for you guys. Like I said, some music. If you guys remember, it's a couple months ago, I shared with you a music video that I made. Just pronounce it like Shiza. Oh, Shiza. Okay, I can do that. Shiza, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're subscribed and enjoying the content. Probably found me from a game, I bet. Probably from a game. Ed's out there crunching down on some boba, which is awesome. Eviana, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Great to have you here. Pronounced Eviana. Welcome to the chat. Yes, if you guys have any questions for me at all, please drop them in the chat. I'm happy to answer them. A couple months ago, I shared with you that music video I made with that female Air Force active duty hip-hop artist Ace and the music video Deuce. And we made another music video together already. So we've already done 2, and we're about to do a 3rd. And she introduced me to another artist out here in Okinawa, a young man. He's in the Army. He's got a pretty cool job out here on the island. He is young, teenager, still a teenager, born in the 2000s. Oh, man, that makes me feel ancient AF. And I've been listening to his album, and I want to share it with you guys because it's so good. It is super good. So we're going to listen to that. Got 1,200 likes on a David Goggins meme on Reddit. That's good, Nuggets. That's a lot more than I can get here on YouTube. So congratulations. Nuggets is involved heavily with the David Goggins, Jocko Willink meme world out there. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked yesterday's show. It was pretty cool. I had a really good time. We'll do that again. We'll make that a weekly thing. I was talking to Justin yesterday. We'll figure out some way to combine touring Okinawa with question and answer kind of thing, so we can stay on some good news stuff too. And I want to. Okay, let's do this. Let's check out this one news story really quick because I just want to give you guys a quick update. This is like breaking today, and it is. Oh, oops. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oops. Oops, my bad. I'm accidentally on the page to promote the desk mat that I designed for your desk. And darn it, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. You know what? Let me bounce back over here. Actually, I have a surprise for you guys. I actually have that thing on my desk right now. So let's check it out really quick. Check this out. So you guys can see here, if I can get this thing to be in focus, I have got the desk mat that I designed. It is right here, and you guys can see it. And check it out. So this is it. If you guys are interested in this, I've got my my keyboard and mouse on it. This is my desk, by the way, as it's set up, and making what I'm typing on my mouse here, my MX Master 3 Logitech mouse, which I really like a lot. This is the greatest mouse in existence. This mouse is straight fire. And yeah, this is available right now It's linked in the description, designed by me, and you can have this on your desk. If you have a full keyboard with a numpad and a mouse, it's a little bit of a tight fit to get it all on there, but I make it work. When I'm gaming, I usually grab a second mouse pad, but it works. It gets the job done. So that's where I'm sitting right now. It's $20. It's only $20, and it's available at ScuttleButtShow.com, where all the merch is, and it's right here. Yeah, you can see it on your screen. It's 12 by 22, 12 inches deep and 22 inches wide, and yeah, you can see it right here. So now you've seen it in real life. You can see it right here. You can do work on it. You can, if you're like, putting something together and you need a little soft working surface for your tools and stuff to keep everything organized, that's it right there. And I'm working on it right now, and I really enjoy having it. It helps a lot. So with my kind of wrist comfort and desk comfort and keeping myself organized. So you guys can check all that stuff out. It's linked in the description. It's the second link in the description of this video. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. And it would be pretty sweet if somebody wanted to pick those up. So, and then pretty sick, no cap. Pretty sick, no cap. You know what's funny? When I was telling you that that I was talking to that teenager who is a hip hop artist, and he's got great music, and I said, hey, look, I haven't been around somebody who's still in a teenager in a really long time. What does cap mean? Like, I know it means to like lie. Like if you're capping, you're lying. But if that's what it means, why is it that? Like, where does that word come from? What is it? What is cap? Is it an acronym? What is it? And nobody knows. Does anybody out there know what cap actually means? Eviana says gunny. Is gun runner? Gun runner, welcome to the chat. Neat keyboard. Thanks, gun runner. Gun runner, are you a gunny? Is that what I'm understanding here? Who is gunny? Is that a Marine Corps reference? So I don't understand what cap means. Maybe somebody out there can tell me. Help me out. I'm an old man. I don't know what cap means. I've heard a Green Beret just died during underwater combat dive training. Yeah, true, Ed, true. That teen guy is a couple years older than me. Yeah, and he's already a soldier, Nugget, so you're way behind, dude. Ika, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Ika, why is your name not highlighted green? Did you cancel your membership? What's going on? Max is now hip with the kids. So I did want to share one actual story with you guys, which is the Navy charges a sailor with setting the fire on board the Bonhomme Richard. So this is breaking news. So the Navy actually is charging a sailor, that looks great, but I don't use a PC. If you design a PS5 controller, I'll buy one off of you. If you design a PS5 controller, like if I actually sell PS5 controllers, is that what you're saying? So the Navy, the Bonhomme Richard burned down last year. People were injured. The ship has been decommissioned and sunk, and it cost quite a bit of money. And now the Navy is charging a sailor, saying it's a seaman apprentice on board the ship. It really sucks. Ika, the membership expired. Let me fix that. That's what's up, Ika. Thank you very much. What's up, Lucas? Arson. They're going to charge him with some kind of involvement. I don't know if it's intentionally setting fire, or he started a fire and then like tried to cover it up because he was afraid he would get in trouble, or she. It could be she. I don't know. It's just a miracle no one was killed in this thing. A total miracle that no one was killed. And it really sucks. It really super duper sucks. So I do feel terrible about that. Yeah. And then Ed said a Green Beret died in a combat dive school, and that's true. Maybe I'll cover that story over the weekend and do a segment on it. I'm just not prepared to talk about it right now. But let's see. Like I said, any questions you guys have for me today, it's questions day, so I'll take any questions at all. You can give me them, and I will answer them. Justin says, spent 127 days at sea on that ship and only one beer day. Blasphemy. That's rough, dude. Max, I want to go SF, but I'm kind of scared if I get stuck going to dive team since I'm not the strong swimmer and fail the dive school. Well, if you become a Green Beret and go to a dive team and go to dive school and you fail dive school, they'll probably just send you to another team. But if you know you're weak at swimming, are you training? Are you training for swimming? Why do you think you're having a hard time swimming? Have you taken lessons? Have you gotten any coaching? Are you watching YouTube videos on how to perform better in the pool? Are you hitting the pool and swimming laps? Are you training? Because it's just a matter of putting in the work. Let's see. Question, how much do you know about SF medics? I know a bit. I know a bit about it. I've worked with a bunch of SF medics. SEALs go to SF medic school. They become 18 deltas. So you're talking about 18 deltas 18 being the designation for Green Beret and then nation for medic. So they go to 18 Delta Sockham School, and they are basically doctors once they're on deployment, performing procedures on locals and stuff like that. So, yeah, I know a little bit about it. What's your question? If you have a question, I can try to answer it for you. So let me know. I'm happy to try to assist with whatever you are curious about. Yeah, let me know. Do you have OCP? Remind me what OCP is. I'm trying to think of what that is. OCP. Do SF medics select specific, mission-specific drugs? What do you mean? Like morphine versus Ambien? What do you mean? I might have to start swimming since I need to be prepared before, but also where I live, it's very rural and area, not much land, but I could find somewhere. Well, what about like a gym? Is there a gym with a pool somewhere you can drive to, maybe even once a week? Even if you only get out there once a week, you go hit the pool for a few hours, you know, swim like 10 laps, take a break, 5 laps, take a break, 3 laps, something like that. It's just a matter of getting in the pool. But there's lots of people who go to SEAL training, who go to Special Forces training, who join the Navy, and they are not good swimmers, and they just figure it out. Operational camouflage pattern. In what regards? Like for merch, or what are you asking? You worked with SF guys like SEALs. What other SF guys did you work with? I've worked with Green Berets, SEALs. Anthony Floyd Lutz, what's up? Welcome to the chat. I've worked with SEALs, Green Berets, and Air Force CCTs. I've worked with foreign special forces like Australian and UK, and I've worked with a little bit of Marine Raiders, but not much. Ika's back as a member, as a polywog. Ika, welcome back. It's great to see you back in the membership. By the way, guys, just as a reminder, if you're interested, you can join Patreon, linked in the description, or you can join as a member to this channel by clicking the join button right below this video. Your recruiter should be driving you to a pool. I totally agree, Justin. I totally agree. You should have Travis Kennedy on the show. He's a former SEAL medic. He has Kennedy Defensive Solutions Company. I am part of his fitness community. He is super legit thinking shooter. I know who Travis Kennedy is. I'll try to hit him up, MC. Thank you very much. I don't know about his fitness community, but yeah, I know who that is. I'll try to hit him up. I think the town next door does have a pool in their gym. Might have to hit up here and there. Like morphine versus PCP versus whatever helps stay in the fight. I've never heard of anybody taking PCP. I'll tell you that right off the bat. What's up, Harry Lime Pie? I've never heard of anybody taking PCP. The only thing I've ever heard of medics carrying narc-wise for missions is morphine. I haven't heard of anybody taking like meth or anything like that. Aren't Air Force CCTs the ones who work with balloons? No. Are you thinking of METOX? Are you thinking of METOX? CCTs are JTACs. CCTs work with airplanes. What's up, you sexy bastards? 2T Adventures says, welcome to the chat. Yeah, you might be thinking of METOX, who work with weather balloons. That could be what you're thinking of. Okay, I'm going to take a second here. I'm going to take a minute to plug some music, okay? I already hit up the Marine rapper. I let him know to check this out. I'm trying to link these two up. But let me show you really quick my buddy here, John Tay the Kid, whose album, Moon Tapes, is out now, and it's super good. It is super duper good. Ruthless Empire, what's up? So let me play a song. He makes this music out here in Okinawa, okay? Then I saw you were live. Thank you very much, Anthony Floyd Lutz. I was watching Beavis and Butthead, and I hope I can be as entertaining as Beavis and Butthead. So let me play you guys a song here. This is one of my favorite songs called 2018. This album is available right now on streaming. It's called Moon Tapes by John Tay the Kid. I do have to give you guys a foul language warning for this, but let's take a listen to this, and I'd love to know what you guys think, all right? Let's all sub and support. Thank you, Harry Lime Pie. Check this out. Let me play this music for you guys. Oh, let's start from the beginning. How about that? Let's start from the beginning. I'm hearing like Post Malone. I've been thinking about doing that, Bo. I have been thinking about doing that. I'm sorry, I left you. I swear I won't forget you. I know that I'm moving on. I try to protect you. I try to Juice WRLD's a good comparison too, for sure. Kind of like that dark hip hop.
I'm so fucked up and I'm 19. I make sad boy songs, tattoos in a dream. I'm a big bad wolf, I don't blow, I just sing. I got 3 bad bitches in the back of a Jeep. I got wrist tattoos, I got blood on my jeans. I got 2 strap homies in the back with a beam. We gon' blow the house down if you plotting on me. I'ma show around town while we bumping Lil P. Put this paper on your tongue while you fucking on me. Tell me how you fell in love back in 2018. Tell me that you catching feelings, oh baby, oh please. I ain't the one for you, I just love one thing. Kiss my neck while we laying in them sheets. Love me for the night, God show you what I mean. Put this paper on your tongue while you fucking on me. Tell me how you fell in love back in 2018. I'm sorry, I love you, I swear I won't forget you.
How good is this? How professional is this? All right, so I'll play another song later. We'll do another song later. I'm digging it. I'm like, that's on my rotation right now. Ica says fire, MC says fire, Heat on repeat. It's outstanding. It's good, right? It's super good, super professional. All made out here in Okinawa at a recording studio. And you know, people who make music, they really pour their heart and soul into it. So I want to give them a shout out, and Ace as well. And I'll play you the song that we're gonna make a music video for here in a second, because that song is amazing too. But you are so white. I like his flow. Ruthless Empire, thank you very much. What was it like meeting the SEALs for the first time? What was your reaction, if you can remember? Let's see. What was it? I'll tell you, the first memory that I have was probably my first day at the NSW command, the team that I was at. And they have you go up in front of everybody and introduce yourself, and you start to introduce yourself, and they say, hey, who are you? It was me and these 2 other dudes, and I had no idea who they were. And we're in PT gear. I think I was in my, I might have been in, yeah, I was in my like navy PT shorts and like a brown t-shirt. And they're like, introduce yourself. And I go, hi, my name is Max. And before I can even finish the word Max, everyone's yelling, shut up, F you, what an idiot. And it's like this practical joke. And then they say, no, okay, no, seriously this time, introduce yourself. And I go, hi, my name is, shut up, no one cares. And the whole thing is like, they're never going to let you speak. And then they did the same thing to the 2 other guys. And then they made us go run into the ocean and get wet and sandy. So as soon as that was done, we run out to Gator Beach in Coronado, get into the water, roll around in the sand, get wet and sandy, and go back. And that was my very first morning on my very first day at that command. And then I knew I was home. And then I knew I had finally made it to where I belong, which was that command. And it was the best. It was best. It was totally awesome. So let's see. What do we got here? I read the American Sniper biography by Chris Kyle. I thought it was great. Will you ever do one from your experience in the armed forces? Alex, maybe. Stay tuned for updates on that. Stay tuned. I might do that. Hey, Max, loving the stream. Just want to know your thoughts on the Army National Guard SF. Oh, you know, I actually deployed, did some time in Iraq with an Army National Guard SF unit. And it was awesome. But they were so old. These dudes were so old. Like, they are awesome. What's up, boy, Jerry? When I was in Iraq, I went up to northern Iraq, Mosul area, and there was these ODAs up there who were from the National Guard, and they needed some help with their drones. And so I went up there from Al-Assad Air Base, and when I got up there, they were like, every one of those dudes was like in their 30s or older, and they were awesome to work with. They were totally awesome. So I had a great time working with them. It was super fun. I would do it again. They do a great job. It's just so crazy to think that like there's so many people out there in the National Guard who are, you know, teachers, professors, healthcare workers, you know, computer programmers, just you name it, anything you can imagine, right? Then they go deploy downrange and they're like warfighters. It's so cool to see that kind of split. And you can actually have a conversation with somebody like, yeah, it's cool when you're out here doing this, but like, what do you do back home? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm like a program manager at IBM or something like that. Like, that's so crazy, you know, that's so cool. Or they're a teacher or something like that. Song had that Mulcha Domat vibes. I don't know who that is, Nuggets, but you'll have to drop me a link. Alex says, wait, what? I can read the comments today. I got it today, Nuggets. I got it today. Do you regret not becoming a CCT since you previously said that Special Operations Force interested you? I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all because I ended up having the greatest career I could ever ask for. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't go back and change anything. I had the best career I could ever ask for. And it was even better than I could have even hoped for because I got to do things I didn't even know existed. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything at all. F you for saying 30 is old. Yeah, I'm 36. I feel very young. Do I know Nava the Beast? I do know who that is. Much respect to anyone who has served for their country. If you write a biography, we'll definitely buy it. All right, Alex, got you. Bet. Whoops, I accidentally posted the same comment. No worries, dude. Post away. Post Malone. But don't post alone. Huh? How about that? Put that in a quote book, Nuggets. Nuggets is my scribe now. So, yeah. All right. So, it's Friday out here. After this, I'm going to take my dog out to the dog park, which you guys know that I love. I said I would answer questions off Instagram. So, there was one so far by the time that I started this. So let me see. Yeah, and he got to deploy with me. Yes. And I got to deploy with Justin and so many other great people. So, I wouldn't change anything. What song did you listen to the most overseas? What song? Hang on. Let me do this really quick. From Instagram, the Fried Marquez said, what made you fall in love with your partner? Said, what made me fall in love with my partner? Here's the comment right here. What made me fall in love with my partner? What made me fall in love with my wife? Oh, that's a good question. She's the best, for one. She is in every conceivable way superior to me, physically, mentally, better looking, smarter, you know, better job, everything. And then when we first started dating, I had really bad food poisoning, and she took really good care of me, and that was really nice. And that's the moment that I knew. When she spent her weekend taking care of me when I had really bad food poisoning is when I knew. Let's see. OG Litness, that's you. Are you the Fried Marquez? What song did I listen to the most overseas? It depends when. Like, it changed a little bit. Like, I always listen to a lot of Mudvayne, Volbeat, Disturbed. There's just like a variety of songs that just kind of put me in a place and time. And I don't know. They just stuck with me. Like, I listen to them to this day. A song comes on and a song that almost like I can smell the smells that I associate with that song. I can feel the driving listening to that song. Like, it just transports me to another time and place. And those songs are always on my playlist. So one song, A Warrior's Call by Volbeat is like my ultimate get pumped up song. Like, it's epic. Happy, are you talking about by Mudvayne? Mudvayne, let's see. A World So Cold, Dig, Not Falling, Forget to Remember. Happy's a good one too. Max, what was your experience with Green Berets and MARSOC, who seemed tougher? My experience with MARSOC was so limited that I can't even say. MARSOC's tough for sure. There's no question about it. But Green Berets are just like, they are, what's the way to describe Green Berets? They are gritty. Like, Green Berets are just gritty, you know? Like, they're out there to go do their job, which is to embed deep into like local populations and villages and stuff. And it's really cool. Like they just go out, they just go put themselves out there and are ready to like get down, live in the community, you know, engage with the local populace, all that stuff. And they're really good at that. And they're just gritty. They're just like nothing seems to phase them. They're happy in any conditions, you know, just good to go. MARSOC, I think MARSOC's more like direct action missions, kind of like the SEALs, where it's more designed around like just destroying and killing, which is great. I mean, it's what the job of the military really is, ultimately, is to either deter that by showing force or do that if there's no other choice. And there's nobody better than that than the SEALs. Let's see. Can you please have your wife show up sometime? Yeah, I would love to. She's always at work when I'm doing this. She's been in one video, which is where we reviewed bottled water. She and I had she set up a blind taste test for me of bottles of water. It's from like a year ago. So if you go back like a year ago and look at my channel, you'll find it. Or just look up water blind taste test on my channel. Let's see. What was your wife's... Was that your wife on the Air Force PT video? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was my wife. She filmed it for me. I Feel Dangerous, Drama City, you'll love while working out. Okay, let me check that out. That was her voice, yes. Fall Into Sleep is a good song, too. Have you ever seen the movie Jarhead? I have seen the movie Jarhead. For sure. They are unstoppable. Brand New was in heavy rotation when I was over there. Oh, I love Brand New. Deja Intendu. Yes. Sick Transit Gloria. I Believe You, But My Tommy Gun Doesn't. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Brand New back in the day. It's been a minute. Maybe I should listen to them today. Hey, Max, did you work with Recon Marines or Rangers? No, I didn't really ever work with Recon Marines or Rangers. Let me think. I never worked with Ranger Battalion or Recon Marines, but I did work with Ranger qualified infantry soldiers when I was in Afghanistan. There were people who had, the Ranger tab because they went to Ranger school, and they were part of the deployed unit. But I never worked with Recon Marines or Ranger Battalion Rangers. No, I did not. That was we never crossed paths. I think maybe I provided air support for Rangers once after what's called a fallen angel. So when an aircraft goes down overseas, it's called fallen angel. And we had an aircraft go down near our base in Afghanistan, and we were the secondary unit. Like we were like the QRF, but the first unit who went out there to do the recovery, I believe they might have been Rangers, and we were providing air support, which probably would have been the closest. But I can't say I'm 100% confident that they were Rangers. Something in my mind tells me they were. The Deer Hunter Jody scene is messed up. The Deer Hunter movie is just messed up. It was on my top 5 military movies because of how crazy it is. That movie's insane. Do you keep in touch with the SF guys? Actually, yeah, I do. With some of them. Some of them I still see to this day and hang out with. Yeah. As a matter of fact. Yeah, one of them is a good buddy of mine. So the answer to that question is yes. It's funny how after you've deployed with somebody, you stay in touch with them. You don't get to know anybody in life as well as you get to know people you deployed with. You just get into conversations and get to know them in ways that you just don't ever know anybody else. What rifle or carbine did you use? The M4. The M4. Pretty much exclusively. We carried M4s and pistols, SIG P226s, and it was that or the M4 all the time. Hey, Max, can the Navy members go to Ranger school to be Ranger qualified? Yes, they can, but it's pretty uncommon. It's pretty rare. But other branches and other countries go to Ranger school. What was it like the first time with boots on the ground, gun in hand, fresh out of the bird, out in the green zone? It's not even as dramatic as that, as that your question is. Because what's funny is when you first land in let's say Afghanistan, you don't even have weapons. Like, unless you were going there in the invasion, you land at Bagram, which now, you know, nobody will ever get to do again. So, like, this is old news now. Like, there is no more deploying to Afghanistan on rotation or whatever. So, and there won't be in Iraq either. So this is, like, weird to talk about now. And it's like, it's not what you expect. So you fly to Afghanistan, you land, you don't even have a weapon. You're in your uniform, you get off the plane, you get corralled into, like, basically like an airport, what do they call them? Terminal, like where you sit and wait to get on a plane. And then people start coming in and giving you briefs, and, like, you eat lunch and you get shown where you're going to stay for the day or until your next flight or whatever. And you are just kind of hanging out. Like, you are not doing anything. And it's really surreal. You're like, okay, we're here, but there's nothing happening. Then you get to your first, like, let's say outpost. Then it's different, because once you're at, like, an outpost, you feel more like anything could happen. And you get there and you land and you have your weapon because you came in on, like, a helo rotator or something like that. Or you drove in a TGM movement or a TGM, and you are basically, you know, responsible for yourself at that point. And then it starts to hit you like, oh, we're kind of out here now, you know, like, this is really it, you know, like, here's local people, and any of them could do anything. Anything could happen. I don't know where I am. I don't know these people. And it's a little different, but it's really weird to land on, like, at the beginning of deployment. It's very odd. Black Hawk Down, Full Metal Jacket are great movies. Agreed. Hey, Max, I'll be moving soon to the States for my master's in computer science. With my degree, which branch of the military do you think is better? Probably the Air Force or the Space Force. All right, Eviana, good night. Have a great night. Get some good sleep. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for tuning in. Maybe the Air Force or the Space Force, Ika, would be good for you. They have a lot of cyber programs. I bet Space Force you do really well, actually. Let's see. Why most U.S. military soldiers never use an HK-416? I don't know. Private shooter. I don't know the answer to that at all. Hopefully on a 60, Justin says. Yes. Yes, hopefully on a 60. That's right. It's usually not, though, because a lot of the rotators are either, like, weirdly civilian. A lot of the rotators that I was on were, like, civilian, or they were, like, Chinooks or whatever, 47s, something like that. TWD, I saw. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I got to get back to you. I did hear that. Hey, Max, have you worked with PJs, TACPs, SOARs? Closest thing being JTACs and CCTs, but I never really worked with PJs, or I think I might have been on a SOAR flight before, but only a couple times, and it wasn't for any good, like, really good reason. Air Force, best chow, finest women. Regal said that if I join Air Force, he'll make fun of me my entire life. Hey, man, if you have getting a master's in computer sciences, don't go join the infantry. It'll be a total waste of time for a couple reasons. One is the infantry's not deploying into combat anymore on a big scale. And two, you won't do anything regarding your job. And you really need to join as an officer, too. HK-416 is only for special operations. Let me look something up really quick. Even in special operations, I don't remember anybody getting an HK-416. Everyone deployed with an M4 or a SCAR I mean, that's it. Like, nobody really deployed with this, or a SAW or something like that. That was it. That's what the military issues. And you take military issued weapons on your deployments. So all the smart people go Air Force. Let's do this really quick. I got something for you guys. Let's jump over to to listen to another song from that album, because I want to show you guys a song that we're going to make a music video to. So let me hear what you guys think about this. I want to get your guys' thoughts. This next song I'm going to play is the song that we're making a music video to in a few weeks. And oh, man, I cannot wait to share that with you guys. Here, let's check out this next song.
Let me catch a vibe. 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 I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. I've been stuck inside my mind. Let me catch a vibe. 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 I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. I've been stuck inside my mind. I've been stuck inside my house. I've been stuck inside my brain. I've been stuck in here with you. I ain't never felt this way. I know that it's okay, it's alright. I got smoke in the air, I'm catching good vibes. Ring around the rosy, my pocket filled up with posers. I just finished smoking so that I keep my composure. Filling up my cup and tonight it's just a sober. I don't wanna die alone, but baby I'm alone. Let me catch a vibe. 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 I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. I've been stuck inside my mind.
Let's catch a vibe. Let's catch a vibe. Let's catch a vibe. With you by my side, it's Bonnie.
That's Ace.
For the night.
That's Ace.
We're taking it
the other artist we did the videos with.
Now inhale these thick clouds and prepare for the flight. Flashing lights in my dreaming. Rockstar lifestyle, I'm screaming. Faces numb like I took a beat. And it's just that white girl steady streaming in the section VIP. And all the groupies envy me. It feels like I am at the peak. And on the weekend, just repeat all of the pomp and circumstance. Wait, just refill my cup at just the slightest glance. Girls getting rowdy, twerking in the handstand. Might get fucked up, make it rain. My life savings, what the fuck am I saying? I'm fucked up. Shots back to back and back to back till I'm not feeling anxious. Me and class sneaking off. You know I can't stand to wait. Got the drugs on the nightstand. Nightstand's premeditated, but I'm off catching vibes, and I might catch you later.
Let me catch a vibe. 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 I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. I've been stuck inside my mind. Let me catch a vibe. 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 I feel it tonight. I feel it tonight. I've been stuck inside my mind. Yeah. I've been stuck inside my mind.
All right, so that's the song we're going to make a music video to. I think it's pretty dope. I'm super excited, actually. I'm really excited to make that video and get to work with those guys a lot more. Let's see. Not impressed with the song. I'm impressed. I'll tell you that. I'm impressed. Let's see. TWD, I'm going to get back to you. I couldn't email you on Instagram because I didn't follow you or whatever. The SEALs definitely killed Osama bin Laden. There's no debate there as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. Is this considered emo rap? You know what's funny is like you know how they say all things old are new again? It's like with like Juice WRLD and Post Malone and all this stuff, they're kind of making emo and rap combined. I actually agree with that. I think that's a good description. So you've got the emotional kind of moody rap, dark rap going on. I actually dig it a lot. So maybe, let's see. I'm not impressed. Let's see. It's a bunch of repetitive filler. I don't agree, Beaufort. I like it. I think it's pretty original, pretty good. Have you heard any news on a corpsman that was forced to retire? Nikki was trying to get him to come on the show. No, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't heard any news on that. We'll cover it next week. Have you heard about Vet TV? What do you mean? I know a lot about Vet TV. So is there anything specifically that you're asking about? Is it true that the Navy SEAL killed Osama bin Laden? Yes, it's true. Not my cup of tea, Larry says. Sounds well-produced, high quality. It definitely is. Hey, Max, do you see us going back to Afghanistan? I definitely do. 100%. I totally do see us going back to Afghanistan. And I would have said no, but I used to say no about Iraq, and I was proven very wrong. And so as a result, now I'm just going to say yes. All it would take is one incident at the embassy or something like that, or, you know, an attack in the United States, and we're right back in Afghanistan. I just dropped a link to this album on iTunes, by the way, you guys, if you want to check it out. I pinned it. So you can go listen to this whole album on iTunes from Jonte the Kid. And if you do, I would love to hear. If you click on that link and check out that album, I would love to hear it. I was just asking if you knew about it. Yeah, I know about it. I'm actually subscribed to Vet TV because a friend of mine named Aiden Demoli, who's been on this show, produced the stand-up comedy show on Vet TV. So shout out to Aiden Demoli out in San Diego. He came up with that idea. He organized it. He got the comedians. I've actually had several of the comedians from the Vet TV stand-up comedy show as guests on this program, and those videos are on YouTube and those podcasts are online. So you guys can go back and listen to those. They're so funny. James Hancock III, for example, Mitch Burrows. Oh, such funny episodes. So you guys can go check that out. It was really good. Yeah. Do I see us going back to Afghanistan? Totally. What year do you predict us going back? 2022. 2022. Like if the Taliban take control of Afghanistan and take all this American equipment, like you guys have probably seen the pictures online of them working out in the gyms and all the left behind Hummers and all this stuff, vehicles, and it's going to be a catastrophe. A catastrophe. So yeah, I'm calling that we will end up back in Afghanistan soon. And it's inevitable because we just pulled out very quickly. So it's too bad. What do you think about our commander-in-chief? What do I think about our commander-in-chief, President Biden? I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't know. I try not to get into debates or discussions about politics on the show here because they kind of go on forever and they have no real end state, and it's just going to piss off half the people. MC says, downloaded both. They are great. First one was my favorite so far. That's awesome, MC. Hell yeah. Oh, I can't wait to share that news with the artist. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. No, I was never on Vet TV. So, Beaufort, here's what I'll say about the commander-in-chief, okay? I think it's pretty sad that we went from Donald Trump to Joe Biden, and Joe Biden can't even finish a sentence or, not pander to people. A guy who is obviously not in his prime. And that's coming from a party of people who tell us that they believe in diversity and equal opportunity and all this stuff, who basically forced out, gay people, black people, Hispanic people, women, to force in Joe Biden, an old white guy who can't even finish a sentence. Is that really the best that we have in the United States? Is that the best we can do, is go from Donald Trump to Joe Biden? Like, it's extremely disappointing. That's what I think about it. I don't hate Joe Biden. I certainly don't think he's great, but it's just sad. Just sad. Makes me super sad. I feel like we could do a lot better than that. Let's see. Do you think the Taliban are capable of doing another attack like 9/11? God forbid that ever happens. I think that they have the will. So it's up to us to make sure it never happens. Let's see. Should have never went there to begin with. I feel like it's not that we should have never went there, but we had an opportunity to leave in like 2003. And as soon as things started to become counterinsurgency, country building, is when we kind of lost the reins. Let's see. Did we refuse to sign a peace treaty with the Taliban? I think it's ongoing. We've signed ceasefires. Pull-out method isn't always as successful as you'd like. I heard that. Very true. I heard the Taliban would be victims of more airstrikes if we return. Well, we're still doing airstrikes on the Taliban. We're still doing airstrikes on the Taliban. So, nothing's changed there. Rubbing your hands together right now. Keyboard warriors, boo-hoo. Max doesn't agree with my opinion. Ding dong. Let's see. Biden is so eloquent. I hate Joe Biden. Impeach 46. See, I don't think that either. I don't hate him. I don't think that. It's just so funny. Like, it's just hypocritical that the same people who said that Donald Trump needs a cognitive abilities test forced on the public Joe Biden and said that he's the guy for the job. It's like honestly laughable. As just an average observer here, as just an average citizen, I find it laughable. Let's see. Contractor, I know you're joking. I'm just not going to read that so I don't trigger any YouTube censorship. I have a question. How much realism in PUBG? I've never played PUBG, but I'm going to go with 0. Isn't that game or that movie Real Guy or whatever, isn't that based off PUBG? I actually really want to see that with Ryan Reynolds. It's not our country to rebuild. I agree, Juan. I agree with you there. Max, as a Democrat, I respect your opinion. I like Joe and like you. You not liking Joe isn't going to make me hate you. Love the show. Thanks, Nuggets. Let's see. Biden didn't win. I don't know. I think that there was an election and the votes were counted and that the person with the most votes won. It was not the Taliban that attacked us. They harbored Al-Qaeda and refused to hand over OBL. True. Yeah, it was Al-Qaeda. So, but the problem is the Taliban have been trying to take control of Afghanistan for decades, including like back in the 80s when Russia was there. So, the idea was if we left Afghanistan, they would fall to the Taliban and it would be a nightmare for the people who live there. And so for 18 more years, we stayed there. And now that is ultimately is what's going to happen anyway. So it's really sad. I don't know why Afghanistan didn't fight for their country. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why the government of Afghanistan could not get the reins on that with all the support they had from the United States. It is totally nuts. Totally crazy. I don't think anybody thinks that, Ed. I think people are in the comments are pretty chill right now. I want to do this. One more song. Okay, one more song. Because I'm just vibing on this album right now. This album's a vibe, you guys. It's a vibe. How balanced is the media in Okinawa? I don't ever watch it. I don't ever watch the media in Okinawa. I have no idea, actually. I'm totally... Jay Honey, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Jay Honey in the house. I have no idea. I've never watched the media in Okinawa. It's all in Japanese, for one. So, I don't know. And I have heard that there are media who hate the Americans out here and like they want Americans to leave and they want to shut down the bases. But I just have never seen that myself. I've only heard it. So let's see. Let's go over here. Let me see. Do I have a... Here we go. I'm going to play one more song. I like this song. It's called Don't Say It, off of the album Moon Tapes. And so here's Don't Say It. One more song. One more song. Here we go. Let me know if you guys are vibing on this. Beaufort. Let me know what you guys think about this one.
I just spend my time up in my room. I hate the traffic, but I'ma take a trip up to the moon. I got the acid, and I don't got a time to fuck with you. This shit is tragic. She just wanna fuck me all the shrooms. I'm a pass man. Stoners in the river, yeah, they swimming, yeah, they drowning. I don't got a time for my demons. I'm surrounded. Devil on my shoulder talking shit, yeah, I stabbed him. Angel to my left, he stared me right. I don't like it. Whoa, wait, fuck it, I'ma stay chillin' with my crew, yeah, we ain't out of space. I just feel like a spacewalk. Michael Jackson in the cut, hitting moonwalks. Who's been making all that ruckus? Ain't no boondocks. I just need more money, yeah. I just need that mood log. I just need to love it, yeah. I just need that wedlock. I've been smoking recipe. I ain't got no dreadlocks. 3 little birds on my porch look like
The strings are fire. The instrumentals are great, yeah, I agree.
I don't fuck with light, yo. I don't fuck with hoes. I'm just living fun, yo. That's just how it goes. Don't say, don't say, don't say, don't say, don't say, don't say.
Yeah, Jay Honey, give the update.
I just spend my time up in my room. I hate the traffic, but I'ma take a trip up to the moon. I got the acid. I don't got a time to fuck with you. This shit is tragic. She just wanna fuck me all the shrooms. I'm a pass man. I just pass the law, yo, bitch. That's a slam dunk.
I feel you, Ika. I feel you on that.
And I live it how I want. I'm just doing me, little nigga, so what? What you gon' do? Bet you won't do something. Fuck out on my face, fuck out on my zone. You're fucking on my day, you're fucking on my mood. I just need some space, little nigga, give me room. Get out of my way, yeah. Get out of my way, ayy. Fuck you gon' do, yeah. Fuck you gon' say, ayy. I just saw the fruit, yeah. I just got some steak, ayy. Feel like Ricky Bobby, yeah, I've been getting baked. Don't say it, 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 don't say it.
Congratulations, AWO. That's awesome, dude.
I don't got a ton of for you. I don't got a ton of for she just wanna for me or the yeah. I just spend my time up in my room. I hate the traffic, but I'ma take a trip up to the moon. I got the ass, yeah, and I don't got a ton of for you. This shit is tragic. She just wanna fuck me all the shrooms. I'm a pass man. I just spend my time up in my room. I hate the traffic, but I'ma take a trip up to the moon. I got the ass, yeah, and I don't got a ton of for you. This shit is tragic. She just wanna fuck me all the shrooms. I'm a pass man. Don't say it, 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 don't say it. I just spend my time up in my room. I hate the traffic, but I'ma take a trip up to the moon. I got the acid, and I don't got a ton of focus.
Yeah, Jay Honey, what's an AWO? I love to see how you answer this question.
I'm a pass man.
I would love to see how Jay Honey answers this question here about what's an AWO. Let's hear it. All right, last song. That was the last song. That album is so, like, it's pretty rare when somebody's like, oh, yeah, I do music, and then they give you their album, and you're like, you do music. You're not exaggerating. You do music. Thank you for sharing this album with me, because now it's on my rotation. That is what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yes, Jay Honey, congratulations on graduating Naval Air Crew School. You got to do all the 18 weeks for A school. Do you know what fixed wing platform yet? So are you saying that they are going on HPCon, Charlie? Is that what you're saying? They're going on HPCon, Charlie? That sucks. By the way, guys, hey, I want to shout out to remind you guys that you can become a member of this channel. You can become a patron. All those links are in the description. Desk mats are for sale, as you guys saw before. We got merch available at ScuttleButtShow.com. All that. All the new people who are tuning into the channel, I appreciate you guys being here. That's totally awesome. It's nice to see Jay Honey in the chat. Finishing Air Crew School. That was a cool song to have Max kind of speak or do shout outs over with. Nice. It's fun discovering new artists. Cool montage song. Yeah, actually, you're right. That is cool. I need to drop that into some like vlog videos. Wait, Max, have you worked with CIA or DIA in Afghanistan? I have a little bit. I have. I don't probably want to talk about it too much, but yes, I have done that. Hey, brother, I'm shipping off Sunday. You got Rambo. That is awesome, dude. You're shipping off on Sunday? Wait, I thought it was like in November or something. You're going to boot camp on Sunday? I'll start making some music and remixes soon too. Ike, nice. Rambo, you're going to boot camp on Sunday. Thumbs up and comment for Butt Scuttle. Butt Scuttle is right. Dude, that is awesome. Let's see. So I saw some questions up there about Pakistan. It's complicated. The Taliban's in Pakistan too. There's actually Pakistani Taliban that fights with Afghani Taliban. And they're blowing each other up. It's out of control. It's out of control. Rambo, that's so cool, dude. Is it Paris Island or MCRD? Are you going to San Diego, Hollywood, or are you going to South Carolina? All of YouTube is CIA. Max was in that shady gov. I wanted to go already, amigo. I know you did. I know you were excited. For some reason, I thought it was in like November that you were going. But that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Air crewman operator basically fly on P-8s and do anti-submarine warfare reconnaissance and other cool stuff. Yeah, you got to leave the other cool stuff vague, right? Give us your mailing address. I'll send you something you'll get smoked for. They saw me type that. The CIA is monitoring my channel for sure. There's no question about it. I'm spilling the beans out here. Paris Island, let's go. Ooh, it's going to be hot out there. It is going to be hot out there. You are going to have a good time, my friend. Harry Lime Pie with a $5 super chat. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate that. And everybody yesterday too who helped me. And he helped me pay for lunch yesterday too, that onigiri, which was so good. And I had that seaweed in my teeth well into the nighttime last night, I realized, after I was getting ready for bed. Wow. Thank you, Harry Lime Pie, for being such a huge supporter of the channel. That's amazing. Number one channel supporter right there, Harry Lime Pie. I love it. Let's see. Jay Honey, do you know when you're going to go to SEER school? Ooh, I got to go over to the A school for a few months. I got P8 Poseidon. When are you going to SEER school? I'd love to get an update on you after SEER school. Let's see. Rambo, you better not. Rambo's not going to give up. Rambo's hard. Rambo's already had a life. Rambo's got life experience. He's not giving up. No, I have no doubt. I have zero doubt about Rambo's ability to finish successful in boot camp and go on to 0311, right? Infantry. That's so cool, man. That's so awesome. You're the first person, or I guess Jay Honey might be the first person who's watched the channel who's then joined the military. I was going in September, but we made it happen. Yes, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. It was going to be in September, but you got it early. Rambo, I'm going to miss you for a few months in the chat, but I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear back from you after boot camp. Actually, you know what? Can you, Rambo, all seriousness, can you please email me at thescuttlebuttshow@gmail.com the mailing address for Parris Island and your information for, I guess you don't know yet, huh? How can we get your mailing address, Rambo, so I can send you a letter in boot camp? How can we make that happen? How can I get somebody's mailing address in Parris Island? Let's see. See if I know any PA people. I know a few. One of my buddies just made senior chief. One of my PA buddies just made senior chief, so shout out to him. He's also named Justin. Let's see. Ike is joining the Air Force soon for sure. I'm so excited for you, Rambo. That's so cool, man. You just made my day. I mean, you're going to be, going through boot camp, which is not easy. And obviously I wasn't a Marine, so I know Marine boot camp is legendary with its toughness. But boot camp is just something you got to get through. It's just a small part of your career. You just go through it. You get through it. You will look back on it probably with very fond memories. No matter how bad it gets, no matter how bad boot camp gets, you're probably going to look back on it fondly. Fleet Replacement Squadron. Don't they get to use their cell phones in boot camp? He can just text you. Are the Russians promoting their weapons in a very exaggerated way? Hassan, you know what's interesting? Steven Seagal has become a spokesman for Russian tanks. So I guess to answer your question, yes, they have. Email Scuttlebutt with your info, Max info in the description. Yes, send it to his mom and she could forward it. Yes, very true. Because we got to find out like what division you're in and what like barracks you're in and all that stuff. I would love to be able to write you a letter while you're in boot camp. Totally. Embrace the suck. You know what, Rambo? You're going to be the lead for Nuggets here. You're going to go to boot camp and you're going to be able to mentor Nuggets when he joins, which is going to be so cool. You can actually give him tips and tricks, share them on the show. Maybe you'll come on and like join me on the show one day. We can talk about Marine Corps boot camp. That'd be so cool. I'm so happy for you, dude. That's awesome. Harry Lime Pie, thank you for the idea there. That's a good idea. And thank you for the super chat as well. Let's see. We're going to make it happen. Primo, let me know where I can send it. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. You may see me on TV in the future. You brothers here will hear from my family. Awesome, dude. Rambo, that's so cool, man. That is so cool. I'm so stoked for you. All right. It's 11 o'clock here in Okinawa, Japan, which means it's about time to sign out. I'm going to go take my dog to the dog park. I plan on, I'm working on the documentary this weekend. We're almost done with that. I know I said I wanted to be done in April. Now it's about to be August. So MSCS Ryback is selling Kami gear. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Look it up. It's creepy as hell. It is so creepy. So we're still shooting for the documentary, but we have like 2 days left, 2 shoot days left, 3 maybe, and then we're going to edit it. Bro, have him do a live interview while in boot camp. I don't know if that's possible, but if it was, that would be dope. That would be pretty crazy. So we've got, yeah, that's it. So I'm working on a documentary this weekend, and I'm going to be home alone in August for a couple months because my wife's going to be taking a work trip. So I will be streaming, hopefully, a lot of unique content, a lot of interesting stuff that I want to share with you guys during that time since I'll have nothing else to do. So let's see. I should ask, what are your first thoughts when someone screams half right face? Nowadays, I think of Two-Face from Batman. That's Max's code phrase for CIA stuff, documentary. Wait, Max, before you go, is Al-Qaeda the same thing as Taliban, or are they separate groups? They're separate, totally separate groups. Totally separate groups. Al-Qaeda is like a terrorist network organization, and the Taliban consider themselves a government political party. which is really interesting. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'm signing out. That's it for today. I'll be back Sunday, a regularly scheduled show, 1800. And you guys know the time and place right here on YouTube, Sunday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new here with notifications on so you don't miss when I go live. And stay tuned for some videos on some of that breaking news stuff that we talked about today, potentially that I'll be working on this weekend. We'll see if there's time. Battlefield Part 3 will either be this weekend or Sunday. It'll either be sometime this weekend or Sunday, but definitely no later than Sunday. We'll definitely be doing it then. Can't wait till 2024. That's when I plan on joining. Nice, contractor. That's going to creep right up. That's going to creep right up. Rambo, final words. Good luck, bro. Good luck, brother. Thank you for being in this channel. Thank you for being an inspiration in the chat. Thank you for sharing your life experiences with us. Go out there to Parris Island, kick ass, become a Marine, the few, the proud. I'm so pumped for you. You're going to do great. And I cannot wait to hear from you when you are wearing that eagle, globe, and anchor. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be totally awesome. With all that being said, I look forward to talking to all you guys very soon. And until Sunday, that's the Scuttlebutt.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.